Burn those corpses before they rise again.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that? As the shepherd watches over his flock, so shall I care for those who seek to protect us.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Are you Lear? Did you survive the fallen star?
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but Watch out! The wounded are turning! The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Yes. That is why I am here.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Welcome to the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
You dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this...
Some heroes are fighting each other. Oh, and afraid of damaging your arm. In fact, swing hard, worry later.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death, Diablo torments us.
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram.
What can you tell me of Leah and Cain?
Not too much, I'm afraid. They came here almost a year ago. She split her time between looking after him and helping out the town. He spent his days in the old cathedral, looking for old texts from what I hear. They were inside when that thing hit. She's lucky to be alive.
I will bring peace to the risen dead. I have...
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Has blessed me.
The rumors of torture and worse grow every day. What has happened to Tristram and its king? I once thought Leoric a great man, but it seems I was deceived. We all were. He sends our meager army against Westmarch on the morrow. What will become of us?
Tristram. Diablo once walked these lands. Would take pride in this.
Thank you for your help, but...
Interesting.
When Leah told us that I volunteered to...
I will help you
find... I heard the people who left to get help have all died.
Your cart is in the way.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Then why are you standing here, idle? No.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Decker.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. Hidden cellar. Follow me.
Dark magic lingers here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Dalton! Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I
Leave that to...
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best...
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided... This is where I don't know.
How did your mother die?
Well, details... Uncle Deckard...
This soul is not yet at rest. Ravna has blessed me. The star fell below.
Please kill me. I don't want to change.
Decay and rot.
Dannon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart. Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Back to your grave!
I understand so much more now.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
I believe we can aid each other. Your niece told me you were here.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me, Tristram.
I have found Lear's uncle, Deckard Cain. He was pursued by a creature called the Skeleton King, who blocks the path to the fallen star.
And it is written.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Friend? I am not often called that. But I wish to know more about the fallen star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle. Not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place.
What did you learn?
She was...
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
These dark events tax us. I worry for Hadrig, our blacksmith, most
As you can see, business is atrocious. It must be the end times if people won't even drown their sorrows in drink.
Deckard is home, rescued from the clutches of the Skeleton King. I'm so glad. But the Skeleton King, I thought he was a folktale. The idea of Mad King Leoric returning to torture this place. Hasn't Tristram suffered enough?
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leia, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from the road, but for what? I can't get it repaired. Might as well dig a hole and die in it.
You would not be alone. Many have died before their time here.
I have some new items that I'm certain... Each of my items is very special to me, but I suppose I can sell you one or two things if I must. Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving them?
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations. How are we supposed to fight?
Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people south. The world is cold. I speak.
You think you're some type of hero, here to save us all? The dead will feast on your bones as easily as they will ours.
Sorry, the ferry to Wortham isn't running. Can't take anyone anywhere with all that's happening around here. It's not safe.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all...
Thank you. Follow me. I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You want them peace.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me!
couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Look, I'm happy to sell to you, but you got to promise not to tell anyone where you got these goods from, okay?
I would like to hear more about your grandfather, the Chancellor.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Caldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
He made his choice, then.
I am the last of the Horodrim. I couldn't all when the first... If I...
You and Lear...
The prophet...
What happened to Tristram's king?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King.
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally